Good evening. Welcome to Geno TV 99. Dick Herman here. Jeremiah Spillane helping me today, calling today's girls game. Geno Gang on Canner and Jules reading the ads. We'll turn it over to Jules Emery Pellerine for today's sponsors.
Today's game is brought to us by our fine sponsors: Axe Screen and Window Repair, At a Glance Window Treatments, BPC Architecture, Brock Insurance, Cowboys Meat Market, Congdon and Coleman Insurance, David Goodman Tile, Don Allen Ford, Fairgrounds Restaurant, Furry Friends of Nantucket, Harbor Fuel Oil Corporation, Humphreys Electric, Enquire and Mirror, Island Carpets, Island Lumber, Island Pharmacy, Island Variety, Joe Rapaki CPA, Cam Appliance, Killen Real Estate, Lindsay Inc., Madicket Marine, Martin Burke Painting, Nantucket Airlines, Nantucket Booster Club, the Nantucket Civic League, Nantucket Electric, Nantucket Insurance, Rick's Paint and Maintenance, Santos Rubbish Removal, the Sea Grill, and Sign Here. Remember, you can join our sponsors on Geno 99 by calling 508-825-8817. For as little as $15 a week, you can feel good knowing you're helping to bring Whaler sports to TV, online, and now streaming live 24 hours a day to your mobile device from GenoTV.com.
Thank you, Jules. And Jeremiah, I know you always say you feel out of your element being here at the girls' game, but I know you're just fooling around with me. You know this game as well as anybody, and what can we expect from the girls today?
Well, good afternoon, Mr. Herman, and good evening, Whalers sports fans. It's a beautiful day for a lacrosse game on the island, as opposed to the other day we had the rain for the boys' game. But the Nantucket girls need 3 wins to get into the tournament, so we're hoping that they can win out and possibly get a tournament berth.
Yeah, today is the first step, as you say.
Right. Sturgis, on the other hand, comes in at 3-7. This is a game we can win, so let's hope it all goes according to plan.
Yeah, Nantucket, if you're going to win out 3, you got to win the first one. And the thing about it is this is the easiest of the 3 in the schedule. You know, talking to the coach, they got Ursuline, an unknown, but you know, just the name Ursuline Catholic School, it's always a difficult. And then they got to go against New Bedford, who they lost to earlier this year, but the coach was confident. They said they did the same thing last year. They lost them the first time around last year and beat them the second time around. But, you know, if you come down to the New Bedford game being the one you have to win, everything goes on the line. But this is like a do-or-die situation today. Tournament game. You win today, you keep your hopes for the tournament alive.
Sure. Well, I spoke to Coach Zoe Tash today during school, and she was very disappointed in the performance of the team the other day over at Cape Cod Academy, a team that they tied over here. They got beaten pretty handily yesterday, I believe, or Wednesday over there. So she's hoping that her team can rebound and get the W today.
Yeah, they put themselves in a difficult spot. Talking about that loss, but also they had a winnable game here on, I think, Monday or Tuesday, that they tied. You know, so if you win that one and you don't tie it on Monday or Tuesday, and you do go on the road and play to your par, you'd be in a much better shape. But now that their backs are to the wall, and let's see how they come out today.
Well, what a game we saw the other day with the boys versus Pope John Paul.
Yeah, well, you mentioned the boys. That was probably one of the tougher losses you ever see, but a young team that responded through all the controversy that's gone around on this team this spring.
Absolutely. Like you said, Dick, it was the young players, the ones who stayed out of trouble, who did the right thing, and they really showed me something by, you know, putting such a great effort out there on the field the other day.
Yeah, a couple of young kids there. I really didn't think they could, you know, play the game as well as he did. The thing that surprised me a lot about that game was Aloisi's shot. You know, he had what, 2 or 3 goals, great shots, put him over the goalie's shoulder. That means you're shooting the ball hard enough that the goalie can't react. And the young freshman goalie had to come in. No varsity experience whatsoever. The Geddes kid, I forget his first name.
Lee Geddes, he had a good game.
He came in. He kept the Whalers in there right to the end, and you know they had the 2-goal lead. They made a mental error by stepping out of the box, which turned the ball over, and then it just swung the momentum towards Pope John.
Right, but you say, as you said, Dick, no varsity experience. I mean, a freshman on varsity to begin with is difficult, but then when you put him at the most crucial position on the whole field in the goal, it really magnifies the pressure. So Lee did very admirably, I thought. Unfortunately, he took the loss. So we're about ready to get the draw underway here, start our game.
The face-off draw brought to us by
Visitor Network TV. Come to visnet.tv, where everybody's welcome. Where to shop, where to dine, where to stay, upcoming events, getting around, activities, real estate, fun facts, and trivia. Visnet.tv.
You mentioned the girls, Jeremiah, have to win out. The other 3 teams, softball is in the tournament, but baseball has to win out 4 to make the tournament. their last 4, and the boys are still alive too, even with that loss. They have 3 games left. They have to win 2 of them and tie 1 of them.
Well, here's Shelly Colpitts in possession for the Whalers already. Number 1 with the ball there behind the goal.
I was watching the Sturgis goalie warm up in practice. She does not seem to be that strong. I think if Nantucket can put a few shots on net, keep the ball on her, they can beat her. They do have a couple of fast kids, though, on the offense. I got to watch them.
So Sturgis up with it now. Possession goes to blue.
Our good friend Chris Perry, who's normally around for the girls' games, is traveling to Florida for a little holiday, but he's also said he's going to ref a few games down there, too, a little working holiday.
Well, today's officials are Beth Anderson and Paul Siekman, who came over from the Cape for today's game. All right, looks like a penalty shot already for the Lady Whalers. That appears to be Sam Freed with the ball looking to shoot. She shoots and scores! 1-0 Freed. Time of the goal, 23:38.
Tough situation in the girls' games when those penalty shots come up. We're going to see 4 or 5 of them in the game. I mean, it's tough for the poor goalie. But Sam buried it, and that's what you have to do when you get that opportunity. And that big goal was brought to us by
Built Ford Tough, Don Allen Ford, offering a wide variety of brand new Ford and Mercury vehicles as well as certified pre-owned vehicles of all makes and models. Call 228-0134 for 24-hour towing and roadside assist or visit donallenford.com.
the softball team that opened on the road this year. Have 2 home games tomorrow and a couple of big games next week. We'll talk more about Jeremiah.
So Monica Fales doing a good job on the draw, gets possession for the Lady Whalers. There's Diana Puccikinite with the ball. And a shot and a goal. Number 11, there's Fales from Diana Puccikinite, makes it 2-0 quickly.
That happened so quickly that the referee, I was watching a referee to see the signal. I thought I saw the ball in the net, and he never made the signal. And then you called the ball in the net, actually before he put his hands up. So that fooled him and faked him out, but we'll take it. Nantucket has a 2-0 lead.
And that goal only 20 seconds after the first goal.
Brock Insurance, Albert G. Brock Insurance Company, wishing each and every student the very best year. Brock Insurance is here to provide you with all of your insurance needs at 228-0104.
Fails again on the draw for Nantucket. Up with it is Maya Kodalak. Up, loses possession, ball's down. Battling for Shelly Colpitts. Illegal check, ball goes over to Sturgis.
The Nantucket girls, Jeremiah, played at a disadvantage a little bit through the year because they had a lot of their girls go on the school trip, the big trip to Europe, and they played undermanned for part of the season. So getting their full squad back is good.
No goal to call.
That was whistled way before the shot was taken, whatever the call was.
All right, so the referee blew the play dead, but it looks like Monica's going to have a penalty shot here from 8 meters. Phil shoots high and scores. Upper corner. She puts a postage stamp on that one, Dick, right in the corner.
That was up there. That was up high. I thought it was going to go too high. I don't understand that call, Jeremiah. Why do they blow it dead when they're going to give her the penalty? They should let the play continue.
Boy, Dick, if you had to ask me, which you just did, I'm sorry I don't have an answer. As the old-timers in New Hampshire used to say when I was a kid, hard saying, not knowing.
Okay, that goal brought to us by
122 Pleasant Street, conveniently located away from town, right across from Stop and Shop. Island Pharmacy has all your pharmaceutical needs. Visit islandrx.com or call 228-6400. Island Pharmacy.
There's an illegal check. Ball goes to Sturgis. So Sturgis will go on offense here for the first time in the game, Dick. We're already 4 minutes in.
Yeah, it's been all Lady Whalers, and they'll take it, though. As I say, they need to win 3 out, and the only way you can do it is to win the first one. I remember Yogi Berra. He says the only way you can sweep a doubleheader is to win game 1.
Oh, there's a pass goes astray for Sturgis. Loose ball in the corner, battling for it. Up with it for Nantucket. That's MJ. Streaking down the right side. Finds Fails in the middle. Great pass. Monica Fails with it.
That was a great catch,
Up
too.
to feed. Look at the ball movement. One more catch. That's excellent lacrosse right there. 4 passes and a goal. Great passing by the girls. And it looks like Deanna finished that one off. But bing, bang, boom, goal.
The great thing about that, Jeremiah, is the pass, yes, but the catch. All 4 were great catches, and then they continued running after they made the catch. They didn't stop and make sure they had the ball. They just caught it in stride. And back to Jules for another sponsor.
Island Variety. Variety isn't just a spice of life, it's gifts and accessories, party favors, toys and decorations for all ages and occasions. 5 Freedom Square, 228-6883, islandvariety.com.
Well, the goalie is not the strong suit of Sturgis. Sturgis is going to have to try to play an offensive game here, and that's the only way they can protect their goalies, to get the ball and get it down the Nantucket end for a little bit.
What a picture-perfect fast break that was. MJ got possession deep in her own zone, ran it up the sideline. She found Fails in the middle, who found Freed further up into the attacking zone, and found Deanna Pujakinite right there on the doorstep. So 4 passes and a goal.
Did you stay up late last night for the overtime?
I sure did. I didn't bail out on this one. What a great game.
And a little switching back and forth to the Red Sox, just a 2-out double in the 9th inning.
I didn't catch that. By the time I turned it back to the Sox, they were already winning, and and there's a goal by number 19.
Was it a goal?
That's Olivia Slade.
No, I think that went outside. That went outside.
It hit the outside of the net.
Outside the net, yeah. The goalie was looking behind her. She didn't know where it was.
So no, I didn't see Middlebrook's big hit, but I guess he drove in 3 in the 9th with 2 outs down to his last strike.
Yeah, that was the only hit in the 9th inning. The reliever came in. He walked. He either struck out a guy or walked a guy. He walked 3, struck out 2, and had 2 strikes on Middlebrook. And boom, the double cleared the bases. He walked another guy, and they took him out.
All right, we'll give the goalkeeper a save there. Finally, she gets her stick on the ball, denies that shot.
Okay, Coach Zoe Tash just looked over to the bench and said, "Everybody come in." So it's going to be one of those substituting days. Substitute 8 at a time.
Great check by Monica there. Gets the ball back.
That makes it easy to coach, right? When you just look over to your bench and said, "You all go in," and
the old platoon system, Dick. I want to give the goalie a save on that. Excellent. Maya Kodalak with it now. Looks to the middle. Julia Newman can't control that. Can you see the number of the keeper? Is that 22?
Yes, yes.
All right, that is Maggie Paul is the goalkeeper for Sturgis.
Sturgis' coach is very upbeat, telling him about, you can watch this online, and he said he's going to, torture his girls and make them all watch it on Tuesday. He knew it was coming.
If it's raining, make them sit in the classroom and watch film, huh?
I said, our technical guy will have it on online by Tuesday, so look for it there.
Julia Newman.
I thought you were going to Maine this way.
I was supposed to.
He's,
They're not going to have my Chevy ready, Dick.
oh.
Shot score, Kara Garufi. I have her as number 4, but she's wearing number 3 today.
So everybody's getting in the act here for the Whalers, and now, as we said, the whole bench goes in, and the young girls will get a chance to show what they can do out there.
That's not Kara, beg your pardon. That looks like Mia Silverio. So I'm going to give that goal to Mia.
I don't think Mia was on the roster early in the year. She must
She's
be
not on the roster we have up here at all.
Yeah, she must be a late arriver to the team. She's a good soccer player, I know that.
Well, I played a little basketball with her dad back in the day, and he could fill it up. He had a nice little 15-foot jumper from the foul line. He was deadly from there.
Is that right? Did he play in high school or college at all?
I don't know about that, but back in the old NBA, the Nantucket Basketball Association, right? Shot score.
I remember I played in that way before you got to the island.
That's Shelley Colpitts with the goal unassisted. I think my first year in that one, I was taking a year off from college, was 79, Dick. So you probably had me by a few years there.
Just about finishing up. It was close to 70. I know I played all through the 70s. I probably might have just been finishing up in the late 70s, yeah. I probably wouldn't have recognized you then.
Well, that was the year we won it, of course, the Emporium.
The Emporium?
Larry Morey still has that trophy in his office, you know.
I do remember playing against the Emporium. Whether I was playing against you that year, I don't remember.
I'm going to say we beat Kalman Builders in the final. Remember, Kevin Kalman had a crew there.
Yeah. That was, Kevin came in after me, yeah, so maybe the old teachers team had folded by then. The old teachers team was getting along in age and couldn't keep up with you young buffs.
Oh, good save there by Maggie Paul. Denies the shot from Kara. Okay, so Kara's 13, that's what it is. Well, that doesn't look like Kara, number 13. Who do you have for 13 on your roster?
That's the same one I got.
Is it?
I'll see if I have a different roster here.
This portion of the game brought to us by Nantucket Airlines. We're all about this island. 1-800-635-8787 or visit nantucketairlines.com for fees, schedules, and other information. Nantucket Airlines. Cowboys Meat Market, Nantucket's only full-service butcher shop and deli, voted Nantucket's best deli, located in 7 Bayberry Court. Call 228-8766 or stop by for gourmet takeout, beer and wine, all natural and organic meats, ground fresh every day. Cowboys Meat Market.
Oh, it's Kara Garufi, not Kara Godleski. That's who it is. All right, Sturgis looking to get a shot. Number 5 goes in and scores. Give her the goal. Number 5, that's Lucia Palmieri. So Sturgis is on the board.
And they're happy about it. They got her inside. She moved right around and gets a round of applause from the small bench. Well, actually, Sturgis has a bigger bench. We're just looking at the 3 standing up. But Sturgis is on the board. And that big goal for Sturgis brought to us by
Matica Marine at 228-1163, located at 20 North Cambridge Street, a full-service marina serving Nantucket for over 40 years. Call or visit maticamarine.com.
So Monica Fails back in the center X here for the draw. Ball's out. And Monica comes right up with it. On a good pass in front. Out of there comes Logan Larrabee, number 17. She turns and goes to goal. Shoots and give the goalie another save. That's 4 in a row for her since the Whalers went up 6-0.
That was a nice save there, boy. She went right down low and kicked it out.
Here's Hassani with it, going to goal. Oh, off of the goalie's head. That's a save.
A hard way to get one, but
I beg your pardon, that's Tia Salter, not Hassani.
a hard way to earn a save, but as you say, it goes in the books as one.
It doesn't go in the net. That's the most important thing when you're between the pipes there. All right, illegal check on Nantucket. Ball goes to Sturgis here. We're at about 14:50 to go in the first half. 6-1, your Lady Whalers on top in the early going. There's the goal scorer. Up, can't connect with the pass down the middle. Ball's going to roll all the way to Freed. Kate up with it. Looks upfield. Oh, great catch there, number 23. That's Megan Fails. Megan takes it behind, looks to feed in front. Ball's down. On a loose ball, picked up by number 17 and buried in the back of the net. That's Logan Larrabee's first goal of the game to make it 7-1.
Wheels are scoring early and often in this one. The runaway, as I said, they have to win their last 3. They have a game that we were watching this game. This game was played Friday afternoon. They have a game Saturday. Ursuline, that'll be the tough one on the schedule. And then if they get by them, everything will be on the line next Tuesday as New Bedford comes over here.
That goal brought to us by Killen Real Estate, located at 10 Easy Street. Call the office at 228-0976. Killen Real Estate.
Have you done any looking into the men's college lacrosse?
Well, honestly, Dick, I hadn't until I was on my way over here. I had to go into my classroom to get a couple blank score sheets, and I remembered that you were going to grill me, so I went right online, and I printed out the results of the round of 8, and I have the quarterfinal schedule here in front of me.
You can talk about it then.
Well, I was in air. Albany did not win. Denver, my hated rival from days of Colorado, before they were a big D1 powerhouse, they handled Albany. So let's set your quarterfinals matchups here. Tomorrow, Ohio State, Cornell, and Syracuse, Yale. And Hakeem Leckie's Syracuse Orangemen ranked number 1 in the country right now going into the tournament, Dick. On Sunday, North Carolina plays those hated Denver Pioneers, and Duke versus Notre Dame.
Now, North Carolina was ranked number 1 a few weeks ago when I looked at it. Would they slip
They slipped to number 5 here for the tournament.
Oh, wow.
Shot score! Monica fails with her hat trick. She's got 3 goals and 1 assist already, Dick, and we're barely halfway through the first.
So Syracuse drove up to number 1. Now, Syracuse knocked off Bryant, and I'm curious, did you ever find out that answer? Bryant?
No, but you said they had a losing record.
They were 8-10. The last I remember, last I saw them, they were 8-10 playing Syracuse in that round.
Well, a lot of the tournaments will have an automatic bid to the winner of the league tournament. So perhaps they won their league tournament. But honestly, I didn't follow it. So timeout on the field, 13:05 to go in the first. Your Lady Whalers up 8-1.
This break in the action is brought to us by Fairgrounds Restaurant and Pudley's Pub. Pudley says, nothing better than wings, a beverage, and sports at Fairgrounds Restaurant. 15 HD screens to catch all your favorite action. Serving lunch and dinner, kids menu, full menu available for takeout 7 days a week. 27 Fairgrounds Road. Give a call, 228-4095. Fairgrounds Restaurant and Pudley's Pub. The Sea Grill, where all the locals go for great fish and excellent seafood. Conveniently next to Stop and Shop at 45 Sparks Ave. Give a call at 325-5700 or visit theseagrill.com.
I like the way on the timeout, Jeremiah, they just leave their sticks out on the field. They don't carry them back. And it brought to mind the old days of baseball. In baseball, up through the 40s, maybe into the early 50s, the players never took their gloves back to the dugout.
Right, hand them to the other team?
Well, sometimes they would just drop them, near the base or off to the side. But if you catch like an old film of the 30s or the 40s or even before that, look along the sidelines or look near the bases and you see extra gloves just laying on the field.
Wow, no kidding.
I never knew that.
Yeah?
You must be pretty old.
All right.
I'll be 49. I'll be 49 next week.
Again, wait a minute. I just turned 49 again.
Oh, I'm going to be 49 again and again.
All right, so I gave you the quarterfinal matchup for the men's. I'm going to go out on a limb here and pick 1 underdog and 3 of the favorites. So I'm going to take the 3 favorites, Syracuse, North Carolina, and Duke, your usual suspects in the Final Four. But Cornell manhandled number 6, Maryland. They beat them 16-8 at Maryland. And they're up against number 3, Ohio State. Ohio State looks good, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say Cornell makes it to the Final Four. Don't go to Las Vegas with that.
But I like that pick. I like that pick only that Ohio State is not an established team. There's sort of a new guy in there. And when you get to a tournament, no matter what type of tournament you're in, it's the teams that have a lot of experience, a lot of tournament experience that usually can eke out, a victory like that there. And I think Cornell certainly has more tournament experience than Ohio State.
Right. Well, they came in unranked, and then they really whipped on number 6, Maryland. So, I did my homework, and there's your answer.
Good job. I like that.
We got the best announcers here.
Oh, Gino, you say that to everyone.
Well, you don't want to get your homework in Mr. This is giving me flashbacks. I always came in with my homework.
Jules was a good student. Yes, you were, Jules.
Well, you probably had a thing for math, Jules, didn't you? You had that math brain.
You know, I had a little trouble with math, but my dad has a great math brain.
Uh-huh.
I knew enough to ask for help.
And Mr. Herman made things understandable, I'm sure.
Oh!
Goal by number 23. Megan fails.
We're going to need a math person here to keep track of the scoring today here. It's just going to get out of control here. And
9-1 the score.
9-1, and we're not even halfway through the first half here, and Sturgis just not doing anything. I think the score was only like 7-3 on the other side over there, and the clock, the clock should be running now. No more stopping the clock.
They stopped it.
They stop. Yeah, they stop.
They will.
The go.
They'll stop it until the face-off, and then they'll keep it running during play.
Oh.
Tia Salter up with it.
We're pretty close to the. We're pretty close to the slaughter
Mercy
rule.
roll.
They should keep it running.
Is there a
Right.
Keep the clock running. Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to give the goalie, Maggie Paul, a save on that one because it was going to go in the goal if she didn't stop it, even though it wasn't a shot. All right, number 5, Lucia Palmer. Sturgis with it, ball's down. Here's MJ with it now, near side. Heads to the middle. Bearing down on goal. Shoots and give the goalie a save. I've got her now for 7 in the first half.
Try to box that one by with the goal.
MJ gets it back though and buries it in the back of the net. Give the goal to MJ Caro. Makes the score 10-1.
Who's up there running the clock, Phil Ryder?
Looks like our old friend Dennis Santangelo. I gave him the signal, but he's ignoring me.
Keep it running. Keep it running, Dennis.
I think he'll follow the procedure and wait for the 10-goal margin before he turns it on.
Oh, is that what it is? Let's see.
Can't start it early.
Now Dennis, speaking of the old NBA, he was a referee back in the day, if you remember that.
Dennis did a lot of games in those days, yes.
And that goal brought to us by Joe Rapacki CPA. Small firm, big difference. Helping self-employed people on Nantucket with their taxes for over 15 years. Call 228-9090. Joe Rapacki CPA.
You know, it's a shame that the Nantucket girls seem to be gelling today. You know, I think they only beat this team like 7-3 on the road, but a lot of the games this year they were missing a lot of girls. They had a bunch of seniors who went on the, I think the Spanish trip to Europe, and then in the other things. They seem to get their whole team back. Maybe they got them back at the right time. You know, they're going to need a good performance tomorrow against Ursuline, and then certainly New Bedford on Tuesday.
Well, we did a game several weeks back. It was the only time I've seen the girls play this year, and boy, they look vastly improved over that day. Perhaps they're playing better because of the competition, the level of the competition, but they look like they've really improved so far over the season. And that's what you want a good team to do.
The urgency, you know, the backs to the wall, sometimes the urgency makes you step up a bit.
Number 10 walks in, gives Sam a save. That shot was by number 10, who is not on my roster. Julia Newman with it, down the sideline. Moving pick. Oh, yep, ball will go back to Sturgis. Whoever 26 is, I don't have her on our roster, but she set a pick, and she moved at the last minute is why they called that for interference. Olivia Slade up with it. Changes hands. Up with it for Sturgis, number 6. That's Sarah Sweeter. Oh, great catch there. 18, Isabel Tarr. Number 20 now, that's Megan Fitzgerald. Out to 6, Sarah Sweeter. And number 10, player to be named later. Oh, what a great interception there. Number 8 for Nantucket, that's Tanya Taratana. No? Shot score. Number 10. No.
I'm not sure who she is, right?
Number 8. Coach, who's number 8?
Lizzie Thayer.
Thank you. That's number 8 is Lizzie Thayer.
So Lizzie takes it to length and puts it in.
Go Whalers from Santos Rubbish Removal. We clean up the island. The Enquirer and Mirror, Nantucket's newspaper since 1821. Visit act.net or call 228-0001. Stay up to date with all your favorite Whalers teams and players.
Well, the margin is now 10, Jeremiah, and the clock should stay on.
Ball loose at midfield. Up. That'll be a trip on number 10 for Nantucket, Sam Freed. Ball will go to Sturgis.
Accidental trip there as both girls got caught up, their feet caught up with each other.
Oh, nice pass. Oh, if she can catch it, she'll have a shot. 21, that's got to be a foul. Yep. 21 for Sturgis is Zoe Wright. So she'll have a penalty shot here, looks like, from the 8-meter line.
Might even be closer there. She was really inside. Let's see if they push her back or they mark it at the spot. I guess they push her back outside, but she's got a little bit of a tough angle, but she is, I guess, a left-handed shot. The way she's holding the stick.
Oh, give free to save. That's the first one I've got for Sam for the day. Kate, I'm sorry, Kate in net.
I put it right on her, and she denied her.
Oh, a nice move to duck inside there. Oh, great play there. Couldn't get the shot on net. Number 7, that's Julia Pollard with a nice move to get the shot off.
A little bit wide. So Gino's not going to Maine, Jeremiah. He got tickets to the Wine Fest, I think. That's why he's hanging around.
Now, would you clarify, is that a bunch
Going to
of...
the beer fest, okay? Let's get that straight.
Is that where all the whiners go?
All the wine, yeah, all the wine.
Beer fest here.
A beer fest.
That's my.
Don't
that's what I want.
they have that out at the Cisco Brewery every day of the summer? I go by there and there's cars parked on top of cars. There's something going on.
Well, you're right in the middle of it with your big limousines and your vans there, Dick. You've been working on the wine fest this week?
I did a little driving. I actually drove a couple of the chefs yesterday from the Westmore down to the White Elephant, getting ready for the big meal.
Well, I talked to a couple of people who went to the big thing at the White Elephant last night, said it was very nice, had a good time.
Is it true that they used to? Somebody told me today that they used to. The American, Native Americans played with human heads as balls. Is that not true?
I'm not going to go near that.
I don't know if I've heard that version of history yet,
Some guy told me that today.
but anything is possible, Gino.
You've never heard it?
I never
No,
heard
I
that
know
one.
that they used to play between tribes or between villages, and sometimes the game would last days, and they often played to the death. The losing team would die.
No, really?
Yes.
How
So
would they die?
perhaps there was a human head involved at some point.
How would they die? They would just like stab them or something?
Well, Gino, I think you need to check up on your Native American history to get the answer to that question. I'm sorry, I'm not a historian. All right, shot score there. We're a little far afield, but Olivia Slade buries the shot to make it 12-1.
I think, Gino, you're talking about the gladiators and the lion. Is that what you're talking?
The guy said that to me today.
What?
He was watching your game on Gino TV. He was watching it on the device, and he goes, "You know what? My kids all play lacrosse. It's crazy. And did you know that they used to use human heads as a ball?" I said, "No, I didn't know that."
Well, lacrosse actually came out of Canada. It's
Right,
actually
the
the
Iroquois
national.
region, upstate New York, Toronto, area in Canada.
But I won many a bet in a bar as younger, asking people what is the national sport of Canada. And it's lacrosse.
Absolutely.
I mean, back in those days, there was no lacrosse being played anywhere that anybody heard of, other than colleges, but it wasn't as public. And ice hockey, everybody, because all the players that were playing ice hockey in those days were Canadians.
Absolutely.
The Europeans hadn't come over yet, and very few Americans were breaking in. So 99% of the rosters were Canadian. And the original 6 hockey players.
All right, well, if you ever find yourself in a watering hole establishment again, Mr. Herman, then you can stump your friends by this question.
Okay,
What
give it to
was
me.
the Native American name for the game of lacrosse back then?
The Native American name for lacrosse.
Oh, what a great catch there, Julia Newman.
I'm going to say it's pretty close to the word lacrosse, but that's obviously wrong. So you can tell me.
The Indians referred to it as Bagataway.
Lagataway. I knew
Bagataway.
I know the law had to be in there somehow. Lagataway. And Lagataway means.
Baggataway.
What does it mean? Does it have a meaning or just?
I think it means lacrosse.
It means lacrosse.
No,
All
Dick,
right.
sorry.
What came first, the chicken or the egg? What does lacrosse mean?
Okay, lacrosse is the French version. And the crosse they refer to as the actual pocket and the head of your stick. So that's a French-Canadian word that means the cross. And even in rules and regulations for modern-day lacrosse, they refer to that part of the stick as the cross.
Lacrosse. I want to meet Gino's friend, though, that's talking about have them walking around with heads in their sticks.
Well,
They're throwing them at
I'm
each
sure
other.
Gino and his friends have very interesting discussions,
No,
but
some guy that was, at, he's at the camera shop. We were doing an ad there. And he was, just an older gentleman with his wife.
well, what reason would he have to make that up?
I know. I don't think he was.
Perhaps he knows something we don't. Highly possible.
He did think it was the true American game, but he was
No,
wrong.
he was wrong.
Canadian.
It's a native game before there was a U.S. and before there
Well,
was.
I mean, it's still, it could be a true American game. I'm just saying I know that it's the national sport of Canada.
Yes.
Which is kind of strange because you think of ice hockey naturally.
Oh, great
big
save
save.
there.
They're talking about swarming the net down there. Sturgis is offering no help to the poor goalie on defense.
All right, so I have Isabel Tarr as number 18. No, that's their team. Julie, 18. I don't have an 18 for Nantucket.
Could that be Tia? Is there a 16? That looks like Tia.
I don't believe so. Tia is right there in the middle of the field running back on defense with a stick in her hand.
So there is a 16. Okay, that's Tia.
All right, see her right here on defense.
All right, so we have an 18 on offense.
I'll try and find out at halftime here.
So under 20 seconds here. If Sturgis wants to take a shot, they got to hurry. And
Oh, good catch. Comes around. Give Freed a great save on that. Stick on stick, just like they teach the goalie to do. And that's going to do it for the end of the first half. The score on the field, your Lady Whalers 12 and the visitors from Sturgis 1.